Persecution. It is all over the world. We know of the first and famous martyr, Stephen, who was stoned to death for his faith, and many others such as Jim Elliot, Namesake, and even Paul. However, there are plenty of other people who were persecuted. Here is a story of two of these people, my great-grandparents, Hartun and Swarby Gurbil. My great-grandmother was born in the small country of Armenia, which is next to Turkey, in 1912. She had 3 sisters and 1 brother. Her father was a Christian preacher. After the genocide began, Swarby's father began helping the Christians from going into exile. When the police found out, they executed him. Swarby never saw her father again. A few years went by, and Swarby's mother made enough money by selling bread to survive World War II. After the war, Swarby's uncle sent them some money. Soon, Swarby's mother got a job at an orphanage, and when all the orphans were shipped out to Beirut, Lebanon, Swarby and her family went with them. Several years went by, and when the orphanage closed, Now, while all this was going on, my great-grandfather was also born in Armenia on February 10, 1905. He grew up in Larash. Once, in the spring of 1917, Hartun became deathly sick with typhoid. The doctor said that he would die in a matter of days. So Hartun's mother told her other son, Dekron, Hartun's brother, to tell Hartun's father to come quickly to see his son before he died. Dekron ran home and told his father Hartun was going to die soon, and that he should come to see him before he died. Hartun's father prayed to God for Hartun, and right there, and sent Dekron home to tell his mother that he would not come, for God told him Hartun would survive. And sure enough, the doctor announced the next day that Hartun was well and would live, and he did. Dekron got a job working in a pharmacy. One day, a young Turk came in to fill out a prescription. Recognizing him as his neighbor, Dekron asked how his family was and if they were okay. The Turk replied, "We found a home where a group of people had met for a Bible study. Your family was among them. Their father asked to read from the Bible and pray before they surrendered. Then, when they were finished, we slaughtered them all, men, women, and children." Dekron was infuriated. He realized he could easily dump some poison into the Turk's medicine he was about to give him. But he remembered his father. He would have been the first to condemn him. So Dekron let the Turk go, with only pity in his heart for him and not ache. Well, Hartun and Dekron fled to Lebanon for their lives. Lebanon is just below Turkey, next to Syria. There Hartun met my great-grandmother, Swarby. They married and had children, and one of them had a daughter who had my father, who of course had me. I am proud of my great-grandparents and their families for their great courage. Even though they were faced with death, and even though they were persecuted and faced death, they were strong in their faith.